How do you use the French press? It's actually quite easy. A lot of videos will make it look somewhat difficult, but it's actually extremely easy. So how exactly you use this thing? Let me show you. You put your coffee grounds in the bottom, you fill it with hot water, you wait a few minutes, you press down on the plunger, which is going to capture all those grounds towards the bottom, and it's going to filter out all those grounds as you pour it. That's as easy as it is. So I like to say there's two ways to use the French press: the lazy way and the crazy way. Neither way is right, neither way is wrong, and honestly, in my life, depending on where I gotta run to or whatever, I might do a lazy way, I might do a crazy way. So what exactly do you need to use the French press? I'm gonna show you today what I use for the water I boil. Just a tin pot, some sort of an aluminum pot that I use when I go camping and backpacking is what I use. You can use a fancy dancy kind of thing and whatever you want to use, but for me, that's what I use. You're gonna need some coffee right here. I got some Dunkin' Donuts ground coffee. Now we're doing the lazy way, so we're not getting crazy about it. And some water. You take these, and with these, you are going to do the lazy way. Per 8 ounces of water, you're gonna take a little bit less than a tablespoon of this ground coffee, put it into your French press. You're gonna boil the amount of water you're gonna use. Once it boils, you're gonna go ahead and pour that into your French press. You're going to keep the plunger up top, put the top on, wait 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you're gonna plunge down slowly, and then you're gonna pour it out. And then you're gonna be done and sipping your lovely French press coffee. But you might ask, what if I want to take it to the next level, to crazy? What do I do then? Then you're gonna use a scale. Scale's gonna get involved. And even with a scale, it's pretty simple. Take your French press, take the top off, put it on top of the scale. You're gonna tare it, which means you're gonna zero it out. You're gonna take whole coffee beans, not ground. You're gonna stick to the ratio of 17 grams of water per 1 gram of coffee bean. Now for this, I'm gonna use a great roaster, Counterculture coffee. You can use pretty much any coffee you want. Like I said, for this ground stuff, we're gonna use Dunkin' Donuts. It's what was available. You know, and you can get ground coffee from another, from higher up, more elegant, if you will, coffee, like Colombe or Counterculture. They're gonna be more of the specialized, roasters versus like a Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, etc. So we're gonna take this and put it into a grinder. This is the grinder I use. It's a burr grinder. Go ahead, take this coffee bean, slam it in there. Now when you're grinding it in any grinder, you're gonna wanna use coarse as your setting. You're not gonna wanna use fine, you're gonna wanna use coarse. So I already have this set to coarse. I'm gonna push the top. That's about right. Freshly ground coffee. It is much different than just getting it already ground in the bag. Like I said, we're going crazy, all out. So what you're gonna wanna do, take your ground coffee, stick it in to your French press at the bottom there. As you can see, we're gonna take this boiling water, fill it up. A lot of people will say you gotta do it this way or that way. I just fill it up. I kind of go around the outside. Doesn't really matter. Don't stir. There's no reason to stir. Your stuff's already gonna be pretty agitated, just by putting the water in there, it's gonna agitate it. Go ahead and put your top on and set your clock to 3 minutes. Oh yeah, remember, when it is time to press it, don't press the out of it. So what are you guys doing this weekend? It's supposed to be pretty nice. Time to press. All right, so another tip is that this is not the vessel in which you're gonna wanna keep the coffee in, because it's gonna continue to brew. It's gonna get really sour and just disgusting. So you actually need to put it into a, something that you're going to use to present to whatever the cup or whatever you're doing. You're gonna wanna press down slowly. Don't press it down like a crazy person. Just press down, you just put it in the cup. For me, I do 1 cup at a time, as this is a 12-ounce French press. So I just go right into my coffee cup. As you can see, there's no residual coming out because it's all captured there in the bottom by that filter disc. And there you go. You got a nice cup of coffee. So that's how easy it is to use the French press. There's a lot of different ways and different methods that you can do. Like I said, I like to keep it simple, crazy and lazy. If you want to go out and get some crazy, awesome coffee, like La Colombe, Counterculture, stuff like that. You can get it ground if you want to go a little bit lazy, but I'm telling you, the way to go is definitely with whole beans, grind them up before you use them. It's a much smoother coffee in my opinion. Or you can go super lazy and just get some ground Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Dunkin' Donuts coffee is pretty good. I don't have a problem with it, but I certainly do like the complexity of a roaster's coffee like Counterculture. Down below are some measurements and stuff if you want to get into the craziness of coffee and French pressing, as far as equations. What does a gram equal to an ounce, and a tablespoon equal to a gram, and all that stuff. So if you are looking to get into the French press market, you can definitely use that stuff to your advantage. So to wrap it up, if you're going the lazy way, you're going to use a little bit less than a tablespoon per 8 ounces of water. If you're going the crazy way, you're going to use a 17:1 ratio, which is 17 grams of water per 1 gram of ground coffee. And that's as easy as it is. You keep both of them in for 3 minutes and pour it out and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and thumbs it up. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and hit subscribe. Until next time, later. I think I'll just drink out of this for the rest of the day.